Welcome again to this series of video classes. In this lesson, we discuss the passive voice for ask, offer, pay, show, teach, and tell. In English, we can use the passive voice to omit who we are talking about. Normally, the passive voice is used to emphasize on the object of the sentence. Let's take a look of some examples. Let's have the example, somebody gave the police a call. This is an active sentence. When we say that a sentence is active, what we are saying is that we have a subject that is doing an action. Normally, we use the active voice to emphasize on the person who is doing the action. In Spanish, the active voice is very common, but in English, the most common form, especially when we are talking about academic writing, is the passive voice. So, somebody gave the police a call. Somebody is the object. Gave is the action. The police is the object of the sentence. When we transform a sentence into the passive voice, we are going to take the object of the sentence to the first part of a new sentence called passive voice. Let's take a look. The police was given a call. If you notice, we took the object of the sentence to the beginning of the sentence. And in this way, we created a passive voice sentence. It is very important to notice that when you are talking about a passive sentence, we are going to have two special features of the sentence. So when we have the sentence, the police was given a call, we already know that we are going to use the object of the sentence, and we are going to locate it at the beginning of the new passive sentence. But there is another feature of passive voice sentences, and this is that we need to use a form of the verb to be all the time. In this case, we're using was. And after the verb to be, we are going to need a past participle verb. In this case, given. The police was given a call. Notice how in this sentence, we are omitting who did the action. This is very common in many sentences in the passive voice. We are not emphasizing on who did the action, but on what happened? Let's take a look at the next example. A call was given to the police. Now, in this case, if you notice in the original sentence, when we were saying somebody gave the police a call, we have two objects. The first object is the police, and the second object is a call. This is the reason why we can use the first object or the second object to make a sentence. Let's just take a look again to the two sentences. In this case, we are using the first object. The police was given a call. In the second one, we are using the second object. A call was given to the police. You can use any of the objects to create a new passive voice sentence. In the case, you have two objects, as it is in this example. Let's just take a look at another set of sentences. The sentence on the left, they offered me a job, is a sentence in the active form. How do we know that? We know it because the structure of the sentence is first a pronoun and then a verb. And there is no verb to be in the middle. That's how we know that this is an active sentence. So the active form is they offered me a job, and the passive form is a job was offered to me. Notice how in this sentence we are using was and a verb in the past participle form. And again, in this case, we have two objects. We have the word me and a job. So I can just go like I was offered a job, or a job was offered to me. Let's just take a look at another set of examples. We will give you plenty of time. Again, this is an active voice sentence. We know it is an active voice because we have the pronoun first, and then we have the verb. In this case, the future will give. And then you can go and create a passive form using I was given plenty of time, or plenty of time was given. Notice how in all these sentences, the original sentence, the active sentence, has two objects. The object you and the object plenty. So you can create two separate passive voice sentences. This is not always the case. Sometimes you have only one object and you don't need to create two sentences. But for these examples, we are using two objects, so you can practice these kind of sentences, which might give you some hard time if you don't know what to do in these cases. Let's just take a look at another set of examples. They showed me the machine. Again, we have an active sentence that needs the use of two different passive voice sentences. I was shown the machine, or the machine was shown to me. They paid $100 the woman to do the work. $100 was paid to do the work. Or the woman were paid $100 to do the work. I hope that you found this video interesting and useful. Now you can continue practicing the passive voice sentences in this lesson.